Hello everyone, I am Nishantan. My IT number is IT20173968. For our machine learning project, we have planned to predict the certification of the airline passenger. In order to achieve that, we have got the data set from the GIL, which is containing more than 100,000 rows. Let's jump to the coding part. Initially, I am importing necessary libraries. For instance, I have importing the Seaborn and Matplotlib for the data visualization. Then I have read the data set into the variable called airline data set. After that, I have randomly getting 15,000 rows from the original data set, and I am view the getting the shape of the data set by using the shape method. Here we have 15,000 rows and 25 columns. After that, I am printing the first 10 rows of the data set by using the head, same as I printing the last 10 rows of the data set. Then I have displaying the data types of the columns by using the D types method. Then I have printing the information, descriptive information about the data set, for instance, the number of non-null values and the data types and the memory usage. Then I have printing the columns with the respective null values. In our case, we having 34 null values for arrival delay in minutes column. So we have to drop that column by using the drop NA method. After dropping that 34 columns, we have reduced our rows into 14966. Then analyzing the data, I have used the describe function to analyze the data. It's representing the non-null values, a number of non-null values for that column and the mean and so on. Then data pre-processing. In order to predict the satisfaction, these five features are not involved. Because of that, I have dropping those five rows. This is the place where we printing the categorical data information. For example, in gender column, we have 7,650 females and 716 males. To input that, we have using this function. Uh, from here, we have importing that initially we are replacing the male with the 0 and the female with the 1. To as same as we have doing the same for the certification and the class. To ensure whether that is done fine, we have using by printing the head, we have ensured that the values are changed. From here we can see that values are changed. That's all for my part. Over to you, Madhivadana. Thank you.
Thank you, Nishandan. I am Madhivadana Shivalingam. IT number is IT20224134. My part in this project is data visualization and test train data splitting. Here I have choose three different data visualization. First one is histogram, data bar plot, and data grouping. In the histogram data visualization, we have choose six different six different features, and we have visualized this against the count. Here we can see the age distribution, class distribution, like those. This is a 3x2 grid format. And then we have done the bar chart visualization. Here this is more informative than the histogram data visualization. Here the chosen six features are visualized against satisfaction. So here we can see the gender doesn't affect the satisfaction, because both the male and female have the same satisfaction level. Here the business class people satisfied most than the eco and eco plus class. Like that, seat comfort, like that, the people who voted for 5 people who voted for 5 are more satisfied. Here the onboarding service and cleanliness has a gradual increase for the satisfaction. And then we have done the data grouping. Here the data has been grouped against satisfaction. The age data feature has been grouped against satisfaction. Here the satisfaction mean will be get, and the age will be printed in the descending order. And then we have grouped for the gender. Here the satisfaction mean is get, and then for the male and the female, it has been grouped. Then I have done the training model. For the training model, first for the x-axis, I have dropped the satisfaction feature and get other features than the satisfaction. Then for the y-axis, I have get the satisfaction. That is the target value. Here, when we are printing the y value, here we can see only the satisfaction have been printed. When we are printing the x, the other features like gender, age, class, flight distance, so other features than the satisfactions are printed here. Then here we have done the standard scalar. Here the standard scalar will be done by taking the mean as 0 and standard deviation as 1. And then it is done for the most most sensitive features for the standard. And then here we have split the test and train data set. We have choose 0.25 as test data size. That means 25% for the test data, 75% for the train data. Here we have set a random state as 2. This means when every time we are running, it maintain the same pattern to split the data. Here we have print the train X data, that X and the train X and test X. So this will show the data has been splitted properly. If like that, we have print the Y also. Then for the model accuracy one that we are going to use in the upcoming algorithms, we have given 2 columns. One is model and one is accuracy. So these are my contribution. Thank you. Over to you, Dushara.
This is 2013-8240. In this project, the part is random forest and logistic regression. First of all, we go through with random forest. In random forest, the above code creates a machine learning model using random forest classifier algorithm. This algorithm is a part of the ensemble learning technique and combines the multiple decision trees to make the prediction. The algorithm randomly selects the futures at each split, reducing the risk of overfitting and improving the model of the performance. In this model, using the X train and the Y train, the method is used to make the prediction on the testing test X test. The accuracy of the model calculated to using a score. The method, which compares the predicted the value with the actual value of the testing of Y test. The output of the above code shows the accuracy of the model, which is the promotion of the correct predictions made by the model. The classification report function provides the detailed report of the performance of the model. The regression represents the proportion of the true positive prediction over the total number of positive prediction made by the model. Recall represents the proportion of the true positive regression over the total number of actual positive samples in the testing set. In the confusion matrix is the another matrix to evaluate the performance of the model. It shows the number of true positive, false positive, and true negative and true negative prediction made by the model. The diagonal of the matrix represents the number of correct prediction, while of diagonal elements represents the incorrect prediction. The confusion matrix can help to identify which the model having difficulty to predict. Overall code above evaluate the machine learning model to using the random forest classifier algorithm. The accuracy core and classification report confusion matrix provide the insight into the model performance, allowing further improvements of the algorithm. The next algorithm is logistic regression. In the logistic regression, the code above creates a machine learning model using the logistic regression. The algorithm is a type of supervised learning techniques used to classification of the problems, where the output variable is binary or categorical. The algorithm learns to make the prediction by optimizing the coefficients of the input and the variable using logistic function. The model trained using X train and the Y train and predict is used to make a prediction on the testing X test and Y test. The accuracy of the model calculated the score using the method, which is compares the predicted value with the actual value of the testing Y test. The output of the code shows the accuracy model, which is promotion of the correct prediction made by the model. The classification report that will be in the function provides as a detailed report of the performance of the model, including precaution, recall, and F1 score. Precaution represents the promotion of the true positive precaution over the total number of positive precaution made by the model. Recall represents the promotion of the true positive precaution over the total number of actual positive samples in the testing set. The F1 score is weighted average precaution and recall that provides an overall measures of the model performance. In the confusion matrix for logistic regression, and these are the logistic regression score made by these codes. The model accuracy is 0.8427808, this one, and accuracy in the percentage 84.3. These are the precaution recall F1 support. These are the accuracy average and weighted average. In the confusion matrix is another useful metrics to evaluate the performance of the model. It shows the number of true positive, false positive or true negative and false negative prediction made by the model. The diagonal of the matrix represent the number of the correct prediction, while of the diagonal elements represent incorrect prediction. The confusion matrix can help to identify which class the model is having difficulty predicting. The overall code above creates and evaluating a machine learning model using a logistic regression algorithm. The accuracy score, classification report, confusion matrix provide insights into the model performance, allowing further improvements to the algorithm. This is a metric logistic regression diagonal. And that's all my part. Thank you. It's over to you, Priyanti.
Thank you, Dushara. My ID number is IT20141042. My name is Priyanti. This is a support vector classifier. This defines an instance of a support vector machine classifier with default setting using the SVC function. Then trains the model defined as model using the training data and the corresponding labels. Then this code generates predicted labels for the given test data using the trained machine learning model. Then this code evaluates the accuracy of the trained machine learning model on the test data and corresponding labels and stores the results in the variable ACC. Then it prints the model accuracy and classification report for the trained support vector machine classifier using the predicted tables and corresponding true labels along with the accuracy score in percentage. Then it generates a confusion matrix based on the predicted labels and corresponding true labels for the test data, and plots the heat map also with annotated cell values. This is the heat map. As long as the decision tree also implemented for this, and this code is defines instance of the decision tree classifier with default setting by this function. Then trains the model and training data and corresponding labels as I show here. Then the code generates predicted labels for the given test data. Then the accuracy of the trained machine learning model on the test data and corresponding labels and stores results in the ACC variable. Then the accuracy classification report on the trained decision tree classifier using the predicted labels and corresponding true labels for the test data along with the accuracy score in the percentage. This is the output for this. Then it generates the confusion matrix based on the predicted labels and corresponding true labels for this test data, and also it plots the heat map using the confusion matrix. Then the prediction on a single unit. The code defines the tuple input data contain 19 values which can be interpreted as input features for a machine learning model. It generates a binary prediction 1 or 0 for the machine learning model, LR model, using the reshaped input data, and prints a message based on the predicted outcome, either passenger satisfied if the prediction is 1 or passenger neutral or dissatisfied if the prediction is 0. Then it generates the binary prediction 1 or 0 for the machine learning model using the input data, and prints a message based on the prediction outcome. It's passenger satisfied. Thank you.